42 tubes, but looking at them, we have got one of each, so I should think we'll be okay. Oh dear, I made a mistake. But yeah, I've got these little pieces sticking out here on both, and then these two what are going to screw them together. So guys, I think we'll be alright. Let's keep on going. Right, and then we've got 42E and F. These are the exhaust pipes. And then we've also got some screws which are PS05 screws. So, without further ado guys, sit back. That muffler there. And line them up with the holes on the chassis, like so. So that's looking. And then we're going to turn it back over and then screw some PS. See, first piece of carpet sticker one, but wow, this feels so beautiful. This is going to make this model pop like it should do for the db5 from the Bond No Time to Die. But yeah, there's about 1, 2, 3 pieces on there. We're applying it to around here on the floor. So let's get that taken off. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm building more of the db5 from Agora models, and we're at issue 43. So these are all the parts guys, we'll go through those in a sec. By the looks of it, we're doing a lot of the floor detailing today, which looks very exciting indeed. So I'm pretty excited about this week's issue guys. So if you're not already, then subscribe, like, also comment and share and press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put a video of the db5 up on the channel. But without further ado guys, let's crack on with the db5 Agora models. Okay then guys, so here we go with issue 43. Just show you that there. Issue 43, the db5 from Agora models. So what I'm going to do, just reach over, get some scissors, and we'll get this thing open. You regulars to the channel know there's no paper form instructions guys, it's all internet based, hence why I've not showed you in the magazine. Right, so here we have some of the carpet, well all of the carpet. That is going to make it pop. That I remember doing the DeLorean 7 years ago. Yeah, it was about 7 years ago guys, with another company which don't exist anymore. That didn't have things like carpet in it. You had to go to the do-it-yourself store and get your own carpet to make it pop. It just came like that, plastic, not realistic at all. And that's how far we've come now guys with these builds, these models, how much they've got better basically, and the detail, and not so shoddy in a way, if that makes sense. But yeah, stop me gabbling on, but that's in the playlist if you want to see that. Not the full amount of issues, but I've talked about it a lot in one of the playlists, so check that out. So this is 43A, this is the cockpit floor. There's that much stuff today guys, I'm going to just put it to one side. And then you've got the carpet, which will open shortly, which consists of 4 carpets, basically 4 pieces, carpet sticker 1 to 4. Going to put that to one side. And then we've got 43D, oops, live. 43D, that is the handbrake. Detail on that guys, beautiful. Also got 43E, which is the gear stick cover. And then we've got this little piece, 43B. Just scrolling up, see what that's called guys, that's the switch bracket. Yeah, that's where the switch is going to be fitted further in the video. And then we've got this wire here, that's 43H. So I'm scrolling up on my Mac to the side, that's for the power switch aids, guys. As you know, there's no instructions on paper, so what I do is just look on the Agora website. And then we've got some screws, PS05 screws, and then we've got a selection of little goodies here, what are in this bag, so I'm not going to open those just yet. Those are 43E, which is the gear stick cover. Yeah, I've already said that. 43F, which is the gear stick. It's just a very small piece that. And we've got 43G, which is that small little black piece there, and that is the gear stick knob. And in that packet also, guys, I don't know if I've just mentioned that, we've got two little brackets there, as you can see, and those are down as 43C. So I think I've gone through everything there. I'm not going to hang about anymore. We've got 50 instructions to get through here, guys, so busy one. So I'm just organising myself here, bringing the floor over, and we'll go along and take these out when we need to and get these stuck to the floor. Right, so here we go, guys. The first two instructions, we're going to be taking pieces from this first piece of carpet sticker 1, but wow, this feels so beautiful. This is going to make this model pop like it should do for the db5 from the Bond No Time to Die. But yeah, there's about 1, 2, 3 pieces on there, maybe 1 or 2 on that one. We've got 3 on this first stick we're using now, which is just there, and again we've got another piece here. So that's the carpets, guys. Look at that, that is so cool. I'm going to put them just at the top of the camera, the bottom of the camera, whichever way you're seeing that, and we're going to start off with this first sticker. So the first 2 instructions, it's telling us to take off sticker C. So as you're looking at that, guys, that is that sticker there. You can just see the outline. What we've got to do is peel that off, and then for instruction 3, we're going to be applying it to around here on the floor. So let's get that taken off. Meanwhile, guys, I'm just scrolling down to the next instruction so I know exactly how to put it on. There we go. So yeah, instruction 3, as I just said, is to take it off the sticker, and then number 4, we're going to be applying it to the floor. Right, so let's just peel it off. You can use tweezers for this, guys, which I may use if it's hard to get off, because you don't want to damage this, because this looks pretty pristine and cool. And it's going to make it look so cool when it's all together. So yeah, just do your best to get this off the sticker, but don't want to come off. I'll tell you that. There you go. So yeah, this is letter C, and I'm going to move that to one side. And as we're looking at it, just bear with mine, guys. I'm going to show you all in a sec once I know what I'm doing. So what it tells us to do is put the carpet down that front bit there, and then if you've got it right, it should all fit into place. So let's get that lined up. Push it to the bottom of the floor there like that, and when you're happy, carefully stick it down, and once you've got the top piece done, then you have to fold these side pieces over, get that crease on the side like so, and this side same on that side. Wow, that looks amazing. And then same on this other side here, and then that is instruction 4, 1 to 4, all done. Look at that, guys. Don't that look brilliant? Can you imagine the seats and all the details? I'm loving that. I'm loving this. So yeah, that's the first piece of carpet now stuck. So that's looking. Let's move on to the next instruction. Now it takes us straight to instruction 5, guys, all what we've just done. And for instruction 5, it's saying take something flat, like the end of your tweezers, and then just push that around like that, because that gets a better touch than your fingers ever will. And it gets it all flush. Like for example, here, that's going to be pushed right into the corner there. nice and flush around there. And we want that gap there, that little circle, because I'm sure obviously we're going to be fitting something in there, maybe the seat. So yeah, just go around with a nice flat edge, like so. And doing this as well, guys, I think it's better than doing it with your finger, because it does tend to make the suede look a bit different. So yeah, that's all done, all nice and tight. It's not going to peel up. Love that. Yeah, and it's saying here, make sure the hole is left uncovered, which is that part there, guys, because obviously we're going to be needing that further down the line. And that is instruction 6 and also. I'm just scrolling through, guys, so I'm telling you the right things to be doing. Yep, and take us all the way to 7. So yeah, instruction 6 was also about flattening the carpet down, like so, which we have done. Now what we're going to do is take this out of the way so we know what we're doing. This piece here, which is piece B from the sticker sheet we've already got. Don't be scared about these, guys, if you think it's not going to come off the sticker sheet, because it will. You just got to have a bit of persuadance and peel it off. A bit of confidence behind you, you'll be fine. There we go, it's coming off. And that's what that's looking like, and that's sticker B. Okay, so instructions 8 to 10. We're basically putting the sticker just there, guys. I'm just going to turn it around whilst putting it on, as it's going to be very difficult not to see what I'm doing. But as soon as it's done, guys, I will show you on camera how it looks. So yeah, before you stick it to the floor, guys, make sure it's all lined up where you want it to be, because I don't think this will be so easy to take off, to be fair. Yeah, make sure that's all lined up nice and square. That's where you want it. I think I might be better making sure it's at the bottom lined. That's it. So that's roughly how you want it, guys. Make sure it's all nice and flush around there. There we go. That's how it's looking. You want that little gap there, because that's where you would have thought the steering wheel rod's going to come. It says don't worry in the instructions, guys, about any overlap going around the edges, because you're not going to see that when it's all built. So that takes all the way to instruction 10. Doing those little things there, those little instructions. That's why I don't worry when I see 50 instructions, to be fair, because sometimes like you've got 3 instructions in one go, if that makes sense. But yeah, you've got a bit of overlap there, don't worry. Don't worry about that bit down there. As long as it's all around there and doing its job, that's fine. I'm just gonna carefully press that down, like so. Give it a bit of a score there so we know it's where it should be. I mean, you've got to remember, this is going to be covered, so you're not going to see exactly the bottom, and this also is going to be, you're going to just see the middle bit. So as long as you've got that perfect there, and around that bit there, you're not going to see that, guys. But that's perfect, that is for me. I'm happy with that. So now let's move on to the next instruction. Now we're taking this sticker here, the only one that's left. This is sticker A. Let me just double check that, guys. I don't want to tell you the wrong information. Yeah, sticker A. And we're now going to be applying this sticker to the other footwell there. Now what you want to do is, let me just take it off and show you. Let's peel this off. And what it's saying do, guys, this biggest piece here, make sure that's lined up there perfectly, and then the rest should just fit into place. So I'm going to do that. When you're happy, that's in the perfect place, stick that on, and then make sure it's all flush, and just go round the foot, well, the floor panel, and get that stuck. it needs to be. Very strong sticky on this, guys, so it is a bit thingy at times to put on, but to go with it, you'll be fine. And then this flap has to go around here. Just pull back nicely with your thumb. And then once you've done that, and you've put it all around your curves, that takes you all the way to the next instruction of 15. And I'll just keep continuing to stick this first before we move on. That's where this flat edge goes nice, because you can get that in there where you couldn't get your fingers. Just give it a nice little dab. And there you go, look at that. That's how that's looking. But yeah, make sure that's all nice and flush, guys, and then it should just go all to plan and just follow around. And then once you've done all this, we'll move on to instruction 15. Make sure that's nice and flush, not going to peel off. Look what we've done so far, guys. Beautiful. All beautiful. This is amazing. I'm loving this build. So yeah, let's move on to the next instruction. Now guys, instructions 15 to 18 is all about this sticker here. Carpet sticker 4. We're going to take all the little circles we don't need here, what's going to be onto the floor, like here, where you're going to be having to screw in the future. And then once we've done that, we'll peel it off and we're going to attach it to that part of the floor. And then what we're going to do is just straighten it all around the edges, flatten it down. And as I say, that's going to take us all through those instructions. So what we're going to do is to pop these out, simple as that. Obviously this has got to be done, guys, because if not, you're going to have no way of screwing your seats and etc. in the future. So carefully without ripping the carpet. And that's meant to be like that, guys, if you're wondering. There's a gap there. Just move that out of the way. Just do be careful that you don't rip anything else where it's not meant to be ripped. Because it's brilliant material, but it's very flimsy. And that's how that is supposed to be looking so far. Just turn it around that way. You should at this time, guys, have a hole there, there, and at the top, up the top there. And then what we're going to do is bring the floor panel over, and we'll do a dry fit first, and I'll let you see what it's going to look like. And then it should fit all over the holes, the resin bits, like that. Look at that. Love that. But that's easier doing the dry fit than the real thing, but let's go for it. Let's just peel this backing off. Concentration, guys. This deserves a subscribe, guys, if you're watching this. If you're watching, you're not subscribed, or you're new to the channel, this is what it's all about. And if you love James Bond in this build, of course, subscribe, guys. And every time I put this up, you'll follow me at the progress of it. Let's turn this round. Now, you've got to make sure you get this right, because once it's stuck, it's a bit of a mare to get off. So I've roughly put that there. That seems alright to me. Make sure it's going where it's got to be. I'm really enjoying this week's video, guys, of this. I do love this build. I've waited for this for a long time. A very long time. Get your tweezers or whatever you use on the flat edge. Just to poke that down the edge there. Just pull that out there, ripping it. There we go. And just carefully push that down with your tweezers or whatever you're using, so it's nice and flush. And then that is it for those last few instructions. Finish this off a second and we'll have a look. But look at that, guys. Don't that look brilliant? I love it. Falling in love with this build every time I do it, every week. Wheels, different story, but yeah. Yeah, look at that. So that's where we are so far. Let's not hang about, guys. Let's move on to the next instruction. Now, believe it or not, we're right through now to instruction 21, all the instructions so far we've done and dusted. It's to do with flattening the carpeting, etc. But yeah, we're at instruction 21. We've got carpet sticker 3, and now again we've got to move some parts we do not need. So let's crack on with that. I've got to basically move that part. There's another fiddly part here. There we go, there it is. Yeah, the instructions are all on the Agorda website, guys, if you wonder where I'm getting this from. Yeah, you've got some little circular parts you don't need here. Let's get rid of them. There we go. Let's get rid of that. I don't want to go that one. Come here. There we go. Get that out of the way. I think that is it. That's all we need to do. I think we need to take this off because according to this, the instructions, we don't need that. So that's how that's looking at the minute, guys. That's what you want to be looking at. You want to have 3 holes there, 2 down the side, these 2 little ones here, this squiggly one here, which that one keeps coming back. Let's get rid of that. And then you need this massive hole here. So that's instruction 21. Let's move on to the next instruction. Now, instructions 22 to 25, we have now got to apply this to the cockpit floor. Now, what it's saying do, guys, is line this up. I'll do a dry fit first, like that. And you've got to get that nice and flush, as you can see there. And then at the end of instruction 25, which is all part of putting this together, you should be able to put that square on like that also. So the best way to do this, I think, is start from this end, as it says. I'm just going to peel the back off, and I do apologise, guys, I've got to cut my nails, but at the minute I'm glad I ain't, because it's helping me peel this off. But yeah, I need to do that. So try not to let it drop to the floor until you know you're positive you've got it in the right place. So if you get this square on, the rest should do itself. But it's very sticky, so it can be difficult. I think we've got that. Just stretch a tiny little bit if you need it to, but not too much, so be careful to make sure you got it right, guys, before you commit. And once you're happy, get it stuck down. But you probably will benefit from using these tweezers like so. Just gives it that little. See, this is why you've got to watch here, because it stretches to one side and that could cause you a few problems even though you've got it right at the beginning, if that makes sense. So I think we're all right here. All that seems to have gone to plan. It's just this piece here what's playing up in a minute. Because you don't want not be able to get to that screw hole. But you'll have problems in the future. Yeah, just stretch it out a bit. Let's just turn that way a second, guys. I'll show you in a minute. And then it should all be okay in the end. Guys, when you're happy, put it down. Don't worry about if you've got any excess, just peel that over like that. Make sure it's all flush. I mean, look at that, guys. Don't beat yourself up too much. You can see that it's not perfect. As long as all around here is perfect, gone around the edges there, all that looks nice. Careful if you crease it, that could happen. But again, I won't worry. Got a hole there for the screw. Your chairs are going to be on here. You're not going to see none of that. But that's how that's looking. Once you've flattened it all out. Yeah, it's a little tip, guys. Try not to scratch anything on it like plastic with your nail, because it does scratch this beautiful suede. You don't looking too rough. But yeah, that's how it's looking at instruction 25. Brilliant. Really love that. Now, you guessed it. Let's move on to the next instruction. Now, Instruction 26 and 27, it's telling us to take carpet sticker 1, and we've got 4 more carpet stickers here, and the next one we want is this piece down here, which is the letter D sticker. So just peel that off again. You wouldn't think these are hard to peel off, but they are. They're well stuck, which I think that's what you want, isn't it? You don't want them to be easy to peel, or else they're not going to stick when you want them to. There we go, got that. Once you get it on a start, you're alright, guys. Right, so move that out the way a minute. Bring the floor over. As you can see by the pattern here, we've now got to stick this to the floor. So just what I'm going to do is line that first hole up there. Keep going forward. Like that. Yeah, as I say, these do bend slightly, these stickers, so you can move them about a little bit, which is a good and a bad thing. That's good for me. There you go. Bend those pieces over. I'm sure we've moved on more than instruction 27, which I will let you know in a minute. Because the next couple of instructions are probably telling you to just bend it like that. Again, won't worry about that, because that's going to be covered. I'm sure it'll tell us that in a sec. So you carefully just bend that down like that. Yeah, back in the DeLorean days when I built that, guys, you never had this with it. It was a plastic floor. I remember having to go to a do-it-all shop and getting some furry sort of material to this, not as good as this. We had to stick that on the glue, but you had to glue blobs where you put it. But this is brilliant. Now we've moved on. But yeah, that's how that's looking. Instruction 27. Brilliant. Let's carry on to the next instruction. Now for instruction 30 and 31, it's telling us to take sticker piece C, which is this one here. It's a sort of rectangular shape, guys, but a bit off, if that makes any sense. Let's peel this off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be attaching the sticker to that part just there. So what you're going to do, guys, is get the fatter end of it, which is looking like that, and that part has to go to that piece there, where it gets wider on the gear shaft, I would think you'd call that. Bear with me if you can't see exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to get that lined up first. Like that. And then we'll guide it along. Hopefully that'll work out right then. Brilliant. That's how that's looking at the minute, guys. And just flatten that down. Like that. And that has taken us to instruction 31. And as I scroll down now, yeah, you've guessed it, 32 and 33 about putting the sticker on that side. And this is sticker B. Yeah, as you can see here, this is a bit different. It's got a few different shapes on it. That's where we're putting that just here, guys. So all those shapes are going to be going, all this stuff's going on here. So I'm just going to put it there, guys. Bear if you can't see what's going on. As soon as I've done this, I'll show you. So what you want to do is take this big flap, lift it up, and then put it over all this stuff what's going on the floor here. So if you get all that lined up again, it should all fit into the right place it needs to be. There we go. So make sure that's flush there. Trust me, once it sticks, it does stick, which is a good thing and a bad. Because you're now taking it off. We've got that. Yeah, this can be tough, guys. Can be a bit tough. Guys, that was a bit awkward. That one's the awkwardest one I've done. But once you've got to this stage, it says push that flap firmly down, like so. But again, I won't worry about all this little overhang you've got, because shortly we're going to be putting the next stick out over here. So all this unevenness is not going to be a problem at all. Even down there, it'll be covered in a sec. So yeah, just make sure that's nice and flush. And believe it or not, we're now at instruction 36 after doing all this. That's it, that's looking right now. So next instruction, which takes us all the way to instruction 39, we've now got to take this last sticker out, which is the centre of the floor. Yeah, that was the fiddliest bit of the carpet, to be fair, just. Oh, bear with me, I'm running to get ahead of myself here. Let's get rid of these first. So yeah, take all these pieces out you've got in the middle, guys, but you don't need. This is going to all be the parts of the centre console, etc. You know, where you've got the red button for the bullets, etc., or the ejector seat. But that is, I think, everything off. I'm sure there's a few holes we need where screws are going. Put one there. And trust me, it's hard to find these out sometimes. You don't look for them. I think that's everything there. Yeah, I think that's everything. So let's get this peeled off. And we'll bring the floor over and get these attached, and this carpet attached. There you go. So basically going in the centre, guys, so make sure you've got these holes all lined up before committing to sticking it. So I'm going to do it back to front for you guys, but once I've got it all in line, I will show you what I'm doing. Right, so that's how that's looking so far. When you're happy, just carefully push it out like that, and then you've got it. You've now got to bend these over like so. Just take a tiny bit, guys. You can do this, I know you can. If I can do it, anyone can. It always seems a bit daunting at first, but just get on with it, it's good. There we go, brilliant. And that's looking. I say at the end of instruction 39, let's have a look what else it wants us to do. Yeah, end of instruction 39, guys, we've now fitted all the carpet pieces. So I'm just flattening that so it's all nice and flush. I'm loving this. So don't worry if you've got a bit of overhang there. The screw's going to go through that, that's not a problem. Lovely, look at that. I can't explain on camera, I don't know if it's coming across how good this looks. Things like this, when you've got plastic pieces showing, again, don't worry, that is all going to be covered by the extras we're putting in here in future issues. But that is so far so good, guys. That is the last piece of carpet we've got to put in. Now we're going to move on to putting details in the cockpit floor. Now for 1441, take a look at this, guys. I'm going to just hold that there. And hopefully I'll zoom in when editing. The detail, you've got every little gear on there on that little gear knob. Wow, that is amazing. Now it says in the instruction, be careful not to put your finger on top of that as pushing it into the gear stick, as it might get rid of the paint when you don't want that. Here's the gear stick, and what you want is the rounded top side. Carefully push that on. It's only got on one side, to be fair. I'm just looking which side it is. Yeah, I think I was right in the first place. This side, you've got like a D-shaped end. There we go. And it will only go one way. Look at that. That is amazing. And what you got to do is try not to hold on top of the gear knob because you don't want to get rid of the numbers. Again, you've got a D-shaped end. It'll only go in one way. Carefully put that in. Look at that. Put it in like that, and there you have your little gear shifter. I'm hoping I'm bringing that out on camera, guys. The detail of that. That is amazing. And that takes us through to instruction 41. So yeah, let's not hang about, guys. Crack on. Get the next instruction done. So instruction 43, what it's telling us to do is basically just pop it in that hole there into the recess where the gear stick's supposed to go, like that. So excited, guys, look at that. Well, now we've got to get a PS05 screw. So if I just put it to one side. And what we're going to do is screw that gear stick into place. Just reaching over here, guys, to get my James Bond screwdriver, which is still going strong. Now if we turn this upside down carefully, I'm going to screw that into place. Like I say, with a PS05 screw. To make sure that's nice and tight. And there we have the gear stick all fitted. And now for the next instruction, which is 44. As I say, guys, a couple of instructions at a time you get through with either putting it into place then screwing it. We're well on the mission here. 44 and 45 is all about screwing this part, the handbrake. So the handbrake's got to go just here on this wall. Let me just see which way it's got to go around. So yeah, now we're going to fit this handbrake, which goes into just there. And you've got like a little piece sticking out, which will only go one way, so you're not going to put it back to front or something. We'll only go in one way, guys. So let me get that put in there. There we go. Do you know what? These few little silver things on showing, like the gear stick and the handbrake, it's already getting this thing popping. Can you imagine we've got all the interior fitted? It'd be amazing. Right, so let's screw this in with a PS05 screw. Turn that upside down. So I use that to begin with, and I always use my Millennium Falcon screwdriver to carry it on as it does the trick. There we go. And there's the handbrake and the gear stick fitted. Shame that don't move. That's just being picky. That takes us all the way to 44. Let's move on to the next instruction. Okay, so 46 to 48, instructions 46, 48, we're going to now put this wire, the switch, into the floor. So, how we got to do this, basically, that goes in there like that, in that recess. Just be careful, guys, not to damage any of your gear stick, etc. whilst doing this. So if you carefully push that in like that, and you've got your switch there, you can see. There you go. Not sure what that's going to control yet, but we will find out. And then what you want to do is take your bracket, plastic bracket, it's got 2 holes either side, that's going to just be going on them pins there. What you do is feed that through wire like that, and it will go through. There we go. Feed that down the wire, and then carefully push over those pins like that. Yeah, I like that. I like having pins rather than having to screw those 2 pieces in, which could have been a bit fiddly. Just checking that's flush. Yeah, it's not going nowhere. There you go, you've got the switch there now. Brilliant. And then what we're going to do then, for the last few instructions, I'm just careful not to put that on the gear knob, so don't break that. The last instructions, the last few instructions, 49 to 50, you want to bend that wire carefully over, like so. Put down that tunnel, and then apply these two tie clips. Again, just push them over, and they should go into place. I think I've got the wire kinked a bit then. Go on, try again. There we go. That's that one done. And last of all, guys, we've got through 50 instructions. Brilliant. It has been a good issue. I've enjoyed this, really have. There we go. Lovely. There you have it. There's this switch wire all connected to under the floor. We have now fitted the handbrake, the carpets, the gear stick to the db5. Guys, if you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, bell notification. You'll be notified the next video that comes up. Also, all my other videos on the channel, and you'll never miss a thing. I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's been a big one. Take care. See ya. And that is it for this week's build of the db5 from Agora Models, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Remember to give us a big thumbs up at the end of the video, and also subscribe for more. Press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put the db5 or anything else up on the channel. I really love this week's issue, guys. Basically, we've put the carpet in, a few details, even a few wires for the electrics in the future with the switch. So yeah, I really enjoyed this week's video, guys. If you want to get this for yourself, check out the link in the description down below, and it'll take you over to Agora Models. And who knows, you might have enough money to buy that limited edition 24 karat gold db5. To put this way, I'm sure, reading properly, I read a little bit about it yesterday. They want 10 grand, guys. 10 grand just for the deposit, and then I think the next one's 15, and I'm sure you've got a few big monthly installments if I remember right. Wow, I would love that to be sitting there, but it's not going to happen. Sorry, you're going to stick with this one, which I do love anyway. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for your support. Do really appreciate you guys. Come back next time, but for now, take care. See ya. Peace.